All right, you want to check your answer for C? Well, here it is. That should be what you got for doing C on your own. Now, we're going to look at another way to write these things. First, I've got a regular old subtraction sign here. So for A, no difference, 4x squared minus 5x over x plus 2. All right, because there's my H minus here's my G. Now, I would get that exact same thing if it were to have been written this way, H minus G. That means the same exact procedure. It's a different way to write it with the H and the G together and the X separated out, but it's the same thing. This still means that your operation is subtraction. The X was just pulled to the outside. So even though that X is on the outside, it doesn't mean there's anything extra about it. It's just an outside one. So before we put the formulas down, H plus H with the X on the outside just means that I'm going to take H and add H. All right, that's what that means. I'm taking H and I'm adding H. So for B, I'm going to have 4x squared plus 4x squared. There are my two H's. In other words, 8x squared. For C, I'm going to take G and I'm going to add G. All right, G plus G, so GX plus GX. It's just another way to write it. All right, so don't get tripped up if you see it written in this unique way. It's nothing different. It still means add or subtract. So here's my G written down, 5x over x plus 2 plus 5x over x plus 2. Now, when I add these together, the nice thing about fractions, if you're adding them with the same denominator, your denominator stays the same. So your denominator remained x plus 2. And then 5x plus 5x gets me 10x. All right, just remember to add fractions, you do need the same denominator. To subtract fractions, you need the same denominator. So when I look back up at A, I can't do anything here other than create a common denominator. So in A, to create a common denominator, I'm going to buy myself some space and take it down here. And I'm going to rewrite it as 4x squared over 1 minus 5x over x plus 2. Now, hopefully, creating a common denominator is something that you're comfortable with. If it's not something you're comfortable with, I'll go ahead and show you the way to do it. My first fraction needs x plus 2. It's missing that in the denominator. So I multiply in x plus 2 in the numerator and denominator. That step has to be shown because that's part of proving your work. And what that creates for me is 4x, so I'm distributing here, 4x cubed plus 8x squared all over x plus 2 minus 5x over x plus 2. So this piece here comes from creating that common denominator. Now that they both have the denominator of x plus 2, I can write part A all together over x plus 2 with 4x cubed plus 8x squared minus 5x in the numerator. All right, I'll go ahead and give you a break here really quick. And when we pick back up again, we're going to have some more fractions. So make sure you've got this written down. Be ready.